All right, what's up? What's up? Let's get this recap going. So we were finishing up 173 at the end of the day. Again, another slow day, and I kind of figured it'd be a slower day today as well. Just past couple of days have been a little bit weaker. We did have a couple stocks. LAES was grinding up pretty much consistently over the course of the day, but I traded this pretty poorly. The opportunity with momentum, at least, was definitely tough to capture. This stock just definitely did not want to open up. Just a lot of 1 cent breakout, 3 cent pullback, 1 cent breakout, 3 cent pullback. But if you were able to kind of have a longer hold time, definitely probably could have made out really well on LAES, but not something that I performed well on. And so I finished that one up only $8 a share. ROMA was pretty much the main one that was moving today. This one was okay. I can't say it was terrible because we did have some decent action. I'll bet lower volume. Volume wasn't astronomical. Maybe about 500,000 shares at the highs. Maybe this candle was what, 700,000. So it was decent volume. You had a nice breakout here over 550. Ripped up to 580. That's a nice 30-cent breakout. And then again from here off the lows from 560 all the way up to 615. That's also a decent move right there. So not terrible. But again, it's a multi-day sort of trade here. Gapper. Recent IPO kind of dumped all the way down from $11 to $2 and then finally curled up off the low. Got some action yesterday into the close. We did have a nice flush there. And then at the open, curled up, broke through the previous day's highs, and kind of chopped around before fading back down lower. So definitely also really risky. Wasn't the easiest stock to trade. The bids were definitely a little shaky at times. But yeah, the best trades were definitely on this one, which were... If you were in early, I wasn't watching this area in here, but we had a nice ascending wedge pattern that broke out to the upside. And that's what really caused this nice breakout here from 550. I did nail this on about 600 shares, maybe about 15 cents I got, and that's how I got up most of my profit today. So pretty much buying for the break of 550 and selling it over 560. Then it pulled back down to 540, kind of churned shares. I should have got back in, but then after that, after it pulled back to 540, it ripped right back up to 580, which is pretty decent. Then we had another kind of failed bull flag here, and then cracking lower, but we did hold support. We held support on sort of an ascending support. And we curled right back up to break of 6. This one was really kind of caught me off guard. The entry would have been maybe around 565, 570, and then maybe adding for the high day break. But that was a very risky trade if you're getting in over at, say, 585, 590, because it already made a 20, 30 cent move off the low. And this is not a sort of stock that has been really ripping up, holding its highs and ripping another 50 cents or $1 a share. So I missed the entry down here, and I didn't chase up here just because I thought, we could still potentially just chop around up here before finally, continuing higher. So I kind of let that one go without me. We did halt up, and then after the resumption, there was a slight dip and rip setup here at the open of this resumption. So right when we opened here, we dipped down and ripped right back up. That was a decent setup. I think I had like a 10-cent trade there as well on smaller size, but a lot of resistance came through. We didn't really get any continuation. Heavy red selling volume, consistently pushing this lower. And that was pretty much it. So we faded back down to 450 from 673 all the way down to 450. Not good at all. We did have a decent push here, but again, lack of support, lack of bulls, lack of conviction on the bull side. and we didn't really hold up and continue higher, which is what we would see in a hotter market. So still, market is still slow, still choppy, still cold, but you know, pretty decent to walk away with 173 in my pockets. I mean, I can't complain too much. But sometimes I wish we were just trading a better market. We were in a better market, and I wish that the momentum was a little bit more on my side. But I just have to trade with the market that we're in. I can't really be pushing size on low quality setups, because that's how you dig yourself a hole. And then before you know it, when the market starts to heat up, you're trying to make back losses instead of adding profits. And we want to be adding profits as much as possible. We don't want to be getting too far off of the highs. So today actually puts me back into the high day of my account after yesterday's red day for 80 bucks. So back to the high day in the account, or all-time highs in the account. And today actually kicked off Bitcoin spot ETF. So IBIT is one of those Bitcoin ETFs, and might not be bad to kind of just allocate some of a long-term investment into Bitcoin. And that's what I'm sure a lot of investors are doing. Instead of getting involved through Coinbase and buying Bitcoin directly, they're just going to go straight through their broker, buy a couple shares of a Bitcoin Trust spot ETF, and allocate some of their portfolio that way. So that's definitely probably the main reason why we got a nice push on Bitcoin today, close up to 50,000. Yeah, that's crazy to see. We didn't hold that highs all that much, but it seems to be moving kind of in a sort of like an consistent but inconsistent way. So breaking highs, chopping around on like a consistent uptrend, but like not really holding its highs and continue like a momentum trade, but just like, you know, small breakout here, pull back, a couple days later, small breakout, pull back, but holding overall a nice trend. And I would assume if we break over 50,000, we could see a decent rally in Bitcoin. But who knows? I mean, I'm not a Bitcoin master. I'm not a Bitcoin genie. I don't know what the heck's going on with Bitcoin. I don't even know half the things you can do with Bitcoin, but seems to be like a good idea, at least maybe to allocate some of your investment in your long-term portfolio into Bitcoin. And that's what I did today, allocating some of my long-term portfolio into IBIT. But yeah, Bitcoin, usually Bitcoin performs very well in a more of a momentum, or what did it say, speculative trading environment. And it seems like we're shifting back into a speculative trading environment, especially when the interest rates come back down. I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin start moving a little bit and people start moving their money out of income from interest-based investments more towards speculative investments, because a lot of the speculative plays are going to start moving once interest rates come lower. So we'll see what happens with that. But today, all I traded here was LAES and ROMA, and I'm getting tired of trading these two stocks. We traded these two stocks pretty much all week, or at least the past 2 days, and I'm ready for something fresh. You know, I'm ready for something fresh, a nice gap and go, nice 200, 300% mover. Today, the biggest gapper is 56%. 56% on LAES. 56% is nothing. So market's still slow. We're going to hang in there though, and hopefully tomorrow we can kick off something nice. So see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. If you're a new viewer, hit that like button on the way out, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.